Although I do also realize actually you don't have to do anything. Alright, welcome back to the Road to Better Chess. Good evening. We are white. We are going to go d4. Alright, so we had d4 in our previous game. Played into a Catalan, and I actually spent quite a bit of time looking into the move orders a little bit afterwards because I was kind of disappointed with the way that game went. But we're in a new game. Here we go again. So we've got d5, d4, d5, d4, yeah. d45, c4, so this is the Slav. We're going to go knight c3. We could play the Catalan against this. Actually, that's one of the reasons I started playing the Catalan, was to try and play it against this opening. We're going to go ahead. We are looking for a move like this maybe. And last time I think our opponent went knight bd7, which looked a little bit suspicious to us. This time the opponent jumps straight in and takes. Interesting. Alright, so we want to capture this pawn back. If we do something like e4, they're going to go b5, and it's a bit difficult. So I think we're going to start off with a4 here, just stopping that move. And once that's been accomplished, we can push out. We can push out with our own pawns. There is also this move here, which hits that pawn directly, and also hits that one, but unfortunately there's currently no bishop, so I think a4 just makes a little bit more sense. And after a4 we can come around and pick up the pawn, I think. Yeah, so a4 here, and then knight e5 or e3, e4 I think are all kind of reasonable. I'm expecting actually e7 in this situation. And the reason is because I think they might want to bring their dark square bishop out. And this actually might look like one of the lines we looked at when we were looking at the Catalan setup situations. But yeah, let's keep our game focused on this one now. We don't want to play the incorrect game in our head. Oh, I did say yesterday I was wondering if I should stop drawing so many arrows. I'm not very convinced yet if I should or shouldn't, to be honest. It is a little bit of a crutch for me personally in terms of how I play. I also think sometimes it's just kind of nice. People can see exactly what it is I'm thinking about. Okay. Alright, so this now stopped me from playing my automatic queen b3 because my queen hangs. So I think we're just going to go ahead and pick up this pawn here. There's not much else we want to do. This knight can't come up, so they can't hit this pawn twice. So we're just going to take this pawn here. If they push, we're going to take, and we can always take again with our knight. And we can jump back, and we can defend, and it might get a little bit hairy, but I think we should be okay. Just let me see if there's anything else we really care about. I don't really think so, though. We don't have this move, because we would hang it. Well, I don't know. We could push to take, but I don't think that really matters. Although I do know there's a move like this, and then pushing to take, hitting here, which is actually a mate threat, which is crazy. So maybe let's go ahead with knight e5. Our queen is protecting the pawn. And we can see we are going to pick up this pawn now, hopefully. Although I do wonder if we want to pick it up this way, just because of that previously mentioned threat there. Never mind, it's not going to happen. Anything else we want to do? Honestly, I think we're just going to pick up the pawn. Pick up the pawn. Maybe they're going to come out with their dark square bishop somewhere. We can place ours out as well. Play e3. Play our bishop up this way. We could still castle. We could still fianchetto, but don't really know if it's necessary. After this we would also have our queen to hit. So actually I like this because it might end up allowing us to put extra pressure on the... Just looking here, they can come in. This is only one attacker though, so I don't think we have to immediately care about it. Then we could actually go, and this is a little bit different, but we could go f3 for e4. We'd hit the bishop, we'd keep the knight from jumping in to double up against this. There's also a move like this, and once they put extra pressure, what do we want to do? I think we want to take, and if they take, we take back, and if they take again, we jump our knight out, blocking, and this bishop actually still attacks, so they have to take back, ruining their pawn structure a bit on their king side, and we can use this rook. Yeah, let's go ahead, let's not spend too much time. Still, I mean, this is a bit like a Caro-Kann situation now. c6, e6. They've got their one bishop out of the pawn chain, the other one inside. Scandi, I think, also does this kind of setup, although I don't know if you always get your bishop out beforehand. Yeah, here it comes. Things to consider. If we attack this bishop directly, and they take there, we can take there. If they take here, we take here. Alright, but this is the line we did see, and I was actually thinking this might be nice. And then I was expecting them to bring their... Oh, they can't. They can't bring their queen out. Okay. That's something to stay aware of. That is definitely... So here or here... we could also bring our queen out somewhere, but I don't really know if a queen move is the best. Just e3 defending with this, but I don't know if that's good. Here I think we'll end up being forced to move our knight. We could jump it back here though. Alright, so do we need our bishop to defend here? Only if this knight comes through. So if we chop off the knight to ruin their pawn structure and just get castled, maybe that's good for us. Alternatively, we just do this. That hangs the pawn, unfortunately though, so that's not so good. So here, I don't know if we have to do something like this. It's very interesting though. The queen can't actually come out to attack this knight any other way. So I'm expecting they might play b5 next. Then we might maybe want to fianchetto b5, take, and then we come out and they can take here, but we're taking there. They can oppose us here, and we can't take back. We have to take. Yeah, okay, maybe that's not so good. Alright, so I'm thinking we're going to go with this. Here's the other move that seemed acceptable. This seems interesting, but I don't know. I mean, dropping this pawn is not so bad. So here, what would they do? This? a5. Then we could oppose. I don't like that very much, to be honest. The thing is, if only these two guys are attacking, then this should be sufficient to defend, so I don't think I need my dark square bishop. So I'm going to try and snap off that knight before it can come in here. Again, zero theory that I know of. This is all just kind of a game. I really want to make e4 work, but I can't. I don't see any reason that it does in any way. Maybe after this gets snapped off, then e4 might work. because we could hit the bishop and hit something else potentially. We could come here. Basically, if the queen moves out, I'm going to take first. I'm just going to snap off the knight and ruin the pawn structure a tiny bit. And I guess then we're going to play e3 for a start, just to finish development, just to be safe. We could bring this knight back around. Or actually, if with e3 that pawn would still be here, we can put it on. I know that pawn's going to be there. You know, we do also we had to move like a5, for instance, trying to stop this completely, because then with the en passant take, you have to take with something else. Okay. Would they play g5 if we don't take immediately? I'm so curious. What if we take and then we play up here? And then we can play here, and if they take it, we can take here hitting this and this and this, hitting just kind of everything. So take, they take with the queen, we hit the bishop. This pawn hangs but the bishop hangs, so that's not worth it. So they're going to defend the bishop somehow. I'm guessing this way. We take it, they take, we take here. We're hitting all of this stuff. We also have a check here, which will be frustrating. This queen can't stop us from attacking the knight, the rook I mean. Also, if we take the rook, the bishop is hanging. Alright, here we go. So we're hanging this pawn, but obviously then this would happen, which is good for us. We will be able to get our rook over potentially onto this file if the queen comes as well, which will be a great tempo to get. They could take now with check first. We could take back, and we would just have a slightly better pawn structure than we had before, I guess. We'd still have pressure here. We still have this square for the knight as well, actually. Although probably after they take, we take back. We could also jump here, just hitting the... I also, actually, if they take here, I would love to get this check in. So they probably have to castle. But we're also hitting this. Oh, okay, this could be good for us. Take, take, and we've got kind of two general threats. And again, if they do this, I'm going to take, and after they take back, I'm guessing if they take with the rook, we get the bishop. So that's just an extra pawn for us. If they take with the bishop, we take this pawn, which hits the rook and threatens a little something something here. They probably castle, we take here, and that's also hitting the bishop then at that point. And they can still get this pawn, but the the knight is defended by the b pawn. If they jump their knight out now, then I think we just defend our pawn. Actually, no, if they jump the knight out, should we do this? Here, they take, then we take here, hitting the knight and the rook. Ah, but then the rook comes over. Oh, this is exactly the... Okay, so here, here, take here. The rook probably comes over. We get a check in first. And then the king has to come defend this guy, I guess. I mean, this could be pushing it a little bit. Here, here, here. Threatening the rook and the knight. If they castle, we just take the knight, I guess. We lose this pawn. Here, oh, it was so underdeveloped though. It's not good at all. Alright, actually that knight's kind of sitting in the middle of nowhere, so how about we just keep on developing? Now we can go here and we'd have that jump. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. This square is very juicy. Stops you from hitting my... Um, if I take here, take... You have to take with the bishop. That hangs that, so it's here. I think this is a great move. If you castle, we get a nice little fork situation on your queen as well. But we are pushing it. Our king is not castled at all. We are definitely pushing it. Now we can do this. We're also threatening the knight. Still, if they take, happy to take back like this. If they push in this situation, we might have to defend this way. Take, take. Otherwise this knight has to jump somewhere. But there's nowhere kind of to go really. Yeah, okay. I think we're overplaying our hand a little bit. So push here, we go. You take, I take. If you take there, I take there. If you take here, I jump this knight away. Here, I guess. Take again, take. Yeah, and then you've got a rook probably sitting on my queen. A little bit dangerous. This move is a bit uncomfortable, for sure. Oh, rook over. Okay. Honestly, that feels way safer. That feels a bit more comfortable, to be honest. Now I think it's just e3. We can take here and then that. Okay, so we're going to go e3. And then we can take here because that undefends the knight. And it hits a rook and a bishop, which is pretty good. Still going to take back this way. This move now, not so scary. Still scary. Okay, okay, now I'm going to take here. And then I'm going to take there. And then I'm going to castle, I think. What if I take and you take, I take back? The same threat still applies. Yep. Here we go. Pawn is overworked. If you take here first, the same threat's still alive. This knight's still hanging if you take my knight. And if you don't, yeah, fair. I could take this way now. Don't like it. If you don't take, I'm just going to drop my knight back again. Just be happy for the extra pawn. No spaces for your knight to jump, that's useful. So you can get me here, but that's a knight. Yeah, thank you. Maybe actually that would have been an okay move. So here, and now we've got to be careful. We've got to get castled, and we don't want to get caught by these rooks. So, do we run back all the way? Rook can come in here. Then we can oppose the bishop, though. That's pretty good. That might be the best. All the way back, oppose the bishop. And we want a castle. Yeah, I think we're still good with this. Plan to bring the bishop back. We still got this covered as well, so... Queen back. There's no squares you can go to. That makes no sense to me. Coming across, pushing. I don't see it. I'm going to castle. Okay, now you're coming at me here. I understand that. I can do this, and if you go here, I can actually just do this. And that bishop's just in trouble. And if you attack me, I can just go across. Yeah, I don't think I have to oppose here. I could kind of clean it up afterwards. Yeah, yep, very comfortable with this. Bishop h3, queen f3. There's no mate there. I can oppose your queen. The bishop's hanging. Trading off the bishops. We're up a pawn. We're also up a pawn structure, right? So we're going to be fighting for the b file very soon. And in that case, actually, black's queen would become a bit more dangerous again. Having access across that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. I'm protecting in the mate. I'm hitting your bishop. So now I'm expecting you to put your bishop here. And I can just pin it to your queen, basically. h3. You could come in here, I guess. Yeah, doesn't matter. I can also take this. I think pinning it to your queen is more important, though. If I go across, is there anywhere else you can go with your queen that's kind of frustrating? You can't go left. You can go right. Then I can do this. You still have to run back and trade it off. Uh, I could take, yeah, okay, we're going here. Because then the rook comes over, it's hitting my queen, I have to run my queen around. That's the wrong kind of play. We're giving the black counterplay in that case. Alright, and I don't really want to play here. That would be unfortunate. Um, I'm expecting the rook to come down. Alright, but I mean, you're just walking into it now, aren't you? Here, and if you do this, I'm just going to take. Happy to take here. Okay, so we're going to trade queens, I think. Yeah, we're just going to trade here. We're going to say, hey, how about we fight down this b file? And we can actually take and put our other rook there because we can take backwards with our bishop. Um, I don't think this doubled pawn is the worst for black. I don't think we're crashing through on this side, right? We're trying to win the isolated pawns on the queen side. But we are up a pawn, apologies, and a pawn structure, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Uh, we could try and hit like these backwards pawns a bit. We could do like this. That's not really worth it. Um, yeah, that's just a wasted move. Because I'm happy to trade off. I think the king pawn endgame is winning for me. So I don't think there's much trouble here for me in that case. And if you give me the file, I'm coming in here, I'm hitting your pawns. Re-centralizing this light square bishop was really important. Yeah, okay. Alright, in-game strategy, how to win. We need to get squares, we need to get pawns on light squares, but it looks like our opponent basically has most of them. So we can do this and start walking our king in. Any pawn they move here we can take. It'll be a dark square pawn, but I think importantly, actually this might be good too. Even if they take, it just gives us here, we can take again. I think we really just want to get our bishop active and our king active. Sometimes it matters how you do this though. So should we try push again? If we push and they push, I think we're going to have to just take it. Maybe we just wait in that case. So here, and if they go here, we can push because we can get a passer, and they can attack it, and we can actually sack it if we want to take this one, and then we just defend here. I kind of like this move here. They can come straight down and attack this pawn. Alright, maybe if... So either bishop up here feels not good though. So I think f3, giving our king away to come in. They can come back to hit the pawn from there. In which case, I think we're going to try and defend it. Okay, now we can do this quite nicely actually, because we can take back with the pawn. We can also do this. Okay, king up it is. We can also do this now. Take back. If they push forward, we undouble their pawns, which I don't really want to do. Yeah, we're going over. If the king comes here. Yeah, we're just going to do this. I can do this now. If you push past, if you take, I take. Oh, and if you take, I take with my bishop. But maybe I just move my king into this position instead. Yeah, I think that's okay. So if you come here, I can push you away anyway with a pawn move. And now this one is available. If you come here, I can block you. If you push one of these pawns... I mean, I might trade off a few. This A pawn is going to be a long-term problem for us. It was good of them to block it on a light square. But we can't do anything to their A pawn, but they can do something to ours, so we have to be careful about that. Actually, honestly though, if you push, I don't actually have to do anything. I can just keep on moving my king. Because you push past, we can take some stuff. If you don't push past, if you take, I can just take back with the pawn. So maybe actually this is where we start running up the board a bit more. Maybe we take once and then run up. You come back, we can't go forward. Now we're just going to do this. If we can. We got to get at these pawns. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm reconnected. If my connection starts failing, I am straight up just getting a... We can always just do this. Here, and when you push, we take, and we move our king up, and we just have extra pawns. Otherwise, this one, we can take with our king as well. Oh, that would be really bad. Let's not do that. Yeah, actually, I'm just going to keep on running my pawn up, my king up. It's in front of the pawn now, which is a little bit silly. But I can break here. I can also break here. Here, if you push past, I just push past. And then I'm going to make a passer, which is kind of fun. But I don't like this. No, then your bishop hangs. You can't push past. So you have to take. Or you have to fall back. I actually don't want to take then. If you just fall back, what do I do in that case? Do I push here as well? Yeah, I think so. Okay. If you push past, great for us. If you take, still good for us. Because taking just isolates more of the pawns. This is a light square, so we've got to be careful. Their bishop's going to have a million targets. But if we're controlling the bishop, it doesn't matter. Oh, the connection's dropping again and again. Let me actually just put on my phone. I think I activated my connection sharing. Turn it on. Trying to remember what my connection is called. Here we go. No internet. Connected. Okay, here we go. Alright, they did take. I think that's great for us. Now they've just got like a million isolated pawns. So we're going to take back. We're slicing through. This is going to be frustrating. Here, there's the take. Ugh, that's not good. Alright, I think we're going to get out of the way here, to be honest. I don't think that's a good... Oh, that's really good. Oh, man. Oh, wow. That's actually a great move. If you push here... Maybe I'll do this. Or just even here. And then when you push, I just move my king out of the way. Maybe I push first. And then I come here. And then you attack this. Oh, man. I have to come up, I think. Or I have to run my king here. Oh, wow. This is actually a great move for... Okay, so this is okay, because when you go, I can come here. Oh, this is also okay, because when you go, I can push up. This might be the best, actually, because you go, I can push up, and then if you take, I just take back, oppose. Alright. Ooh, wow, that was a tricky move. Well done. That was a very tricky move. Yeah, actually, maybe our king over here is a bit silly. We need to get him behind the pawn, so we can push the pawn forward. And then we can push the king out of the way, actually, as well. And this pawn is going to be on a dark square, which is good for... on a light square. If they do something totally like this, we can take and we can come in. And now these guys are all protected. If our king's here, this pawn's kind of protected. Good for us. Good for us. If you do nothing... Yeah, if you do nothing, we're going to go back and push. We're going to get off this diagonal as well. So you like push here or something. We're just going to get here to do this. Your king can't come in anywhere. Your king's completely stuck on your side. You've only got isolated pawns left. This is a bit of a tricky late game, but it is an end game. But it's definitely winning for us. Keep on calculating. Any king move that moves away, we come in. Any bishop, okay, now this is what we expected. So we're going to push two defenders, two attackers. This is good for us. Yeah, if you take, we take back. Happy to trade off. We're still keeping your king from coming in if our king is around here, so doesn't matter. If you push past, oh, then I don't know what we're doing. Oh, then actually, you know what? I might come around and put my bishop in the front of the pawn. Because then you have to either take or you have to get out of the way. If you get out of the way, I'm pushing some more. And then you have to keep this pawn from running to a promotion. Although I do also realize actually you don't have to do anything. Oh my goodness, we might be in a zugzwang kind of situation here. Yeah, well done. Okay, hang on. If we sack our bishop, which seems absolutely crazy... No, we're still screwed. Okay, we actually have to drop this pawn now. Well done. Oh, and this is also coming in. Okay, so here you attack, we run away, and if you attack again, we have to... Where do we go? Yeah, that was a great find by our opponent. Shit. Okay, so it's... I can't go down this file. I have to go back this way. And if the king can come in... No, but then I take. So you're gonna have to take at this point, I guess. But then I'm also sticking my... Oh my goodness. Are we losing? Are we losing? Because if I go here and you take, my bishop's stuck. It can't run away. If I go here and you take, my bishop gets attacked. So I have to drop it somewhere. And then you push past, attacking me again. I can block you, but then you take and you have a passer. Oh my god, I've got to be very careful here. I can also go back. No, I can go here. Oh man, what can I do? If I give up the pawn, if I just drop my bishop back, you can take with your bishop and take here. Then I'll lose this and this. This is very tricky. I think I have to go back this way. If you take here, I can put my bishop. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. What a situation. Um, if I do this, you take, I take, you take. You've got a passer. Oh, I think I might have to do this actually. Doesn't matter how you take, then at least I can go here. Okay. Take, 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 take. Here, here, here. Oh, wow. So, I mean, I have no idea now. I couldn't calculate all the way down. We'll have to see. I'm giving them a passer, which my king can stop, but importantly, I think they have to take with this, yeah, with that pawn. Here, 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 then their king comes in. Who's faster? I don't really have time to calculate it, unfortunately. Here, I have to go down. I have to go down with it. Okay, now the king can come in. Oh, man. I might have lost that in-game now. I didn't even realize they could defend the... Oh, shit, we lost. Because if I go here, it's over. Okay, this is defending this now, so... Here, 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 here... Oh, I'm lost. Oh, we've lost the game. Too slow. Too slow. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Yeah. Wow, what a game though. Very, very frustrating to lose, but very fun. Yeah. And they can just go take that. They can go here, we go in, they move down. Yeah, we have to go back. Alright, actually, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be playing this out. Maybe we should just let go. That in-game was a killer. Very unfortunate, because we were clearly winning. Until we weren't. What was the mistake? Moving the king into the front, pushing the bishop in front of... Oh my goodness. Oh, what? Okay, we're still not going to be fast enough, but this seems very inaccurate. You got to run this pawn. You know, you're still getting there before I do, but yeah, that was a strange way to go. Very, very bizarre way to play. You can just get here and get the pawn. Or there. There you go, GG. Alright. Oh, wow. That was very unfortunate. Alright, so endgames, eh? Alright, let's have a look here. Slav. I was kind of tempted to play g3 and just get into the Catalan again because we studied it. This would be a open Sicilian, open Catalan with c6, or it would be a closed Catalan. Anyway, we decided to play knight f. They did take a4. I think is the right move. Bishop f5. This is not a continuation. I really know. This I think is normal. This is fine. This is fine. And here Now I think it's a bit speculative. I'm not sure. Bishop g5 felt okay. This doesn't seem good because I think they can just stop us. If we take here, their queen comes in. It's not good for us. We can do this, but then this bishop, this pawn falls, which also doesn't really feel worth it. So here, I think this or this was really the move. So bishop g5 and taking the knight. I don't know, if we didn't take the knight, would they have played g5? Maybe. Alright, so we did press the bishop at that point, and they found the move which I thought was the most interesting. This seemed, we can look at this with the engine later, it seemed very interesting, but maybe a bit too much. So yeah, honestly though, as soon as we played this, I felt like maybe I made a mistake. With c6 here, I'm like, oh, maybe that's tough. Yeah, take, and this pawn is really weak, this guy is getting weaker, our king's getting a bit more open, so this was really fun, but probably e3 is just a move here just to develop, just to get safe. Alright, but they didn't find c6, they put their rook over, which seemed okay, we defend the pawn, and then we find a nice little tactic, the bishop, the pawn is overworked, so we win a pawn, and we break their pawn structure, which is important, and I don't know what queen e7 was about, there's nothing here, there's really not much there. F6 is a strange square for the queen, to be fair, but I don't know, maybe you could have, pushed my bishop around or something instead. Castle, happy to trade, saw this. F5 also seems wrong, to be honest. Happy to trade off queens, and happy to trade this off. I mean, this endgame should be winning for us, right? So let's look a bit. I don't think we had any problems here. This is all fine. Here, I think we had to start pushing our pawns. Here, I think we had to start pushing our pawns. King up didn't make sense because as soon as they come back, we can't go anywhere. Unless we continue doing the same thing and we go to b4 and then we push our pawns. But yeah, so here I think pawn up is definitely the way to go. That was wrong. This move was fun, but again, probably we should have actually just done this. This doesn't actually help us. Trading these pawns didn't really, although they did take, so that is better for us. Alright, but now they found a great move, and I don't know. I had a few ideas. Running straight back was one, and bishop up was the other. This is also okay, I think, because after you get me here, I can do this. So actually, any king move was probably okay, but the bishop up was this. Because they don't take, it's a disaster. If I still just move back, they come after this pawn, but we get a pawn, they take, we start running, they push. We can make more passes. And we've got a bishop and a king. We've got a king here to try and help keep. So actually, even here, probably we're okay. But after this, great zugzwang move. Like, definitely respect our opponent. That was a great move to find. If we go back and they take, the bishop is weak. It has to run back. So I decided to do something which probably was too much. I didn't realize these guys would connect. But if I take here, then obviously the pawn is too fast. Oh, you know what? I should have maybe just moved forward. Oh no, it's the same. Then they do this and I'm screwed still anyway. Take once, take here. It's the same problem. In this case, I'm already screwed. So they just read this endgame better than me. Not much to say besides that. And this is lost. I played on a few moves, but it's silly. Alright, let's have a look. 2037 for our opponent. That did feel GG. GG fun. That did feel like a pretty well contested game at the end. Yeah, okay, look here. Just king out is a draw though. We've already kind of lost. So let's just look at the Masters database first. Have a look. This is the Slav, knight f6, e3 main, knight f3 is fine. e6. dx is second move and a4 is the main one. e4 is the other one where you can get the center immediately, but then they get to defend the pawn, and that's troublesome. Bishop f5, knight e5. Okay, we're actually following main line here. Knight bd or e6. f3 was a move. Oh, no way. I mean, I legit, remember I looked at this? f3, e4, d5. Wow. I didn't expect to have to play d5 all the way up. That is so much fun. I probably would have just... Okay, no, because the pawn's going to hang, that's why. Oh, wow. That is exciting stuff. Okay, so f3 was a move. Very unfortunate we didn't see it. We took the pawn instead, which is not the best. f3, g3, e3. Everything else is better. All of these moves look better than the move me made. Tough. Alright, and then actually they had to play c5 directly, but they didn't. And here we have e3, queen b. Queen b3 is a move. f3 still, and bishop g5. Bishop b5 is what we did. They played h6, and no one else traded off the bishop. Okay, so now we're going to go into, I'm guessing, top leeches. Yeah. Alright, so take is the main move here, but now everything's good for black. Queen takes e3. Yeah, e3 was the best move. Yeah, if they played here, I was gonna take. And then I was gonna take here. Oh, oh, I did not consider that. Okay. Yeah, thankfully knight a6. And oh, okay, actually knight jump first was better. And then if you castle, I thought I had something like this. But apparently that's bad again. Oh wow, that's... Oh, okay, I see. That's problematic. That's not good at all. Oh, that's very, very bad. And they can pick up the extra piece. Oh man. Oh wow, okay. Okay, now we're on our own. Oh, taking this first was best. And then here, taking one of these. You can't defend it because they'll take it anyway. What if you do this? And then you pin it to my queen. And then I get out of the way, I guess. Yeah. What if you keep on pinning it? Oh, I can actually just... Oh, because my queen's defended, weren't you? Alright. Okay, so we did the wrong way around. Oh, this is actually just equal. Oh, no way. I felt like I was definitely better. Okay. Here it comes. This was a silly move. Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Oh, just ignoring it? Okay. I was happy to trade off, though. I felt like a win. Trading off the rooks is still better, but way less than I thought. Okay. Okay. You gotta prepare your last pawn not to be on a on a light square. Okay, but this is still winning, right? Isn't it? f3, king over... Oh, that directly was best? And this is a draw? Are you kidding me? And here I thought just this is better. Because then I can do this. I did take. Alright, so based on how they played it, it looked like we would still actually end up in a better position, except when they found that amazing move. Alright, but wow, I just threw my advantage away completely. I did look at this as one of the moves. Because then after this I can go here, and if you do this I can just go here. Or I could still block anyway. Actually, I think I forgot I could just block. Because I think I actually put this move out because I didn't want this to happen. Why did I not realize I could just block with a pawn? Oh, wow, okay. Now it's just a draw. It's a draw as soon as I walk back. But instead I block, and amazing. Only one move wins for sure. Although king move maybe is okay, isn't it? Oh no, wait, because now I can move up. King move and I can move up and I'm winning. Okay. Yeah, so it has to be the one tempo you have, and I'm screwed. Oh, hello. F4 is actually one of the moves. Yeah, because I'm so screwed. What am I going to do? Alright, very frustrating to lose, but fun game. In terms of the opening, I was considering to go here, G3. What did they do? Take, I would have had to go A4, I think. No, no one goes A4. Is that bad? It's apparently bad. Okay. Take bishop G2 is the main move, but not recommended at the top level. Yeah, not recommended at the top level. Alright, so we played kind of the way we play against the Slav nowadays. Yeah, and here we should have trusted our gut. We should have trusted our gut, although I don't know if I would have, I guess, let's see, F3. If they did play C6, I would have, I wonder if I would have played this instead. Maybe I would have done this. Yeah, because I'm going to win this pawn, so I don't feel like I need to get this isolated d5 pawn, which apparently is the best move, but it feels really... Oh, okay, no, there's some masters who played like this as well. Okay, it's not just me. Alright, well, we didn't go f3, and here, best move was still this plan. You just want to get control of that e4 square, because if that knight jumps in, it's just all kinds of trouble. Queen b3 really did not feel like the best move, though. This just felt so bad. But it's still just f3. Okay, so basically I had to play f3 in all of these variations. Alright, and not trading off the knight, the bishop was maybe best. Again, I was so unhappy with this, though. I was not keen for it. How would have I, how would have I, how would I have, I think I would have protected it this way. Not best. Alright. Frustrating to get us into this kind of situation. So really you had to find this f3, e4 idea. Okay, and then in this position, correct tactic, wrong move order. The difference is what? In this case, I win the pawn. In this case, I also win a pawn, but you have doubled A pawns, I guess. Hmm. Let's see. Oh wow, I can defend it over here. That's fun. Alright. And then again, very good advantage, and my queen trade plan was not best. Apparently I just had to leave this position. What happens if they like take and then move their queen somewhere? Okay, this is apparently still better, but I think I would almost always trade off queens here because I just feel like I'm better anyway. You have two isolated pawns, I'm up a pawn. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Don't lose focus up until the end game. Very important. Alright, gonna call it. That was really fun. Sucks to lose. Really, really fun game though. I feel a bit more comfortable with the way that opening went. It actually turned into something similar to what a Catalan can look like because they took on the C pawn. So it's a little bit similar to that open Catalan we looked at last time. So maybe some of that review helped. And got to work on those endgames a little bit, I guess. Because we even had a draw on the board still, and then we just exploded with that pawn push. We could have just walked out of it. We also saw ghosts. We could have blocked with our pawn on e5, was it? Oh well, that happens. We keep on walking. See you next time. Keep on improving. Bye bye.